Hi everyone and welcome to another video. I thought since we've just released the Beyond Metal Grooves pack by Ali Richardson, why not sit down and show you some of it. We have got the groove examples video on our website, but I thought I could sit down and show you some more. So I've got One Kit Wonder Metal loaded up, as you can see. So jump into the groove player. I've already selected the MIDI pack. As you can see, you get 15 songs worth. Each song has 15 to 16 grooves, and they're all in 4/4 as you can see, and they range from 130 beats per minute all the way up to 222. So if you're not familiar with Ali Richardson, he's a Scottish drummer, and he plays for the bands Bleed From Within and Silosis. If you're into metal, you've no doubt heard of both of those. And he's really got a reputation for just being the kind of quintessential metal drummer. When I say metal, I mean really sort of riff-orientated metal. I mean, if you know Silosis and Bleed From Within, you'll totally understand what I'm saying. But really intricate, fast, detailed, powerful drum parts, but then he's also got this amazing groove which he writes into his parts. And that's why we were so excited to work with him on this pack. So I think let's just dive in and listen to some of them. So let's start with one of the slower songs. Let's just start with song 1. That's 130, so I'll just change that. And let's, I don't know, groove 7. So you can hear there, he's got quite an interesting orchestration with the splashes there, incorporating those into the grooves, and he's got some nice ghost notes in there. So it's going to sound really realistic, like you would find drums on an album. Let's listen to 12. So kind of a variation of the previous groove there. So a cool thing about this groove, I'm going to take it out and put it into my DAW, which is Logic. Tom grooves are notoriously kind of difficult to program and make sound really realistic because there's, like, as you can see in this, these are the toms that he's using here, and there's such a big variation and intricacy in the velocities that he played in. This is obviously all recorded on an E-kit, so it's his real playing recorded in real time. And that's when these kind of grooves really come to life, because if you were to go and program this by hand, A, it would take a long time, B, it would be difficult to make it sound really human-like and natural. And you could humanize it using like the DAW's inbuilt humanization feature, but that's not going to take into account like accents and the natural groove and flow that a drummer is going to play. So if we just solo the toms here, you'll be able to hear what I'm talking about with the really sort of delicate intricacies of it. Really, really cool. And that's going to save songwriters a lot of time in programming. Right, let's go song 4, 160 BPM. Sorry, song 5. Nice, just straightforward metal groove. That'd be great for a sort of verse or a chorus maybe. So kind of another variation of the previous one. Song 8, starting to speed up. We got a 190 BPM here. That's sick. Let's look at the MIDI of this one, because I think it displays another good pro of the MIDI packs. So if we take a look at the kick drum here, you can see that the velocities aren't all uniform. And as I said, this was captured in on the E-kit, so this has really captured his the human element of his playing, and you can see that in this. A lot of times, and I fall into this trap myself, people sort of, especially if they're songwriting, tend to not think so much about the velocities when they're just writing and trying to get ideas down. And then, so you might just do everything at the same velocity, especially on kicks, and then not bother going back to change them. With the groove packs, you don't need to worry about that because they come humanized. Let's just take a listen to the kick so you can hear what I'm talking about. And it really takes it from sounding good, but probably programmed, to good and it sounds like a human's playing it. That's so sick, really unique, and that fill was cool. 200 beats per minute, we are speeding up. But slowing down the pulse. So as you can see, this is 200 beats per minute, but it's like a halftime feel. So you could count it slower and it would seem like 100 beats per minute. But this gives us lots of variation in the pack. And say if you're writing a really fast piece at 200 beats per minute, this is going to give you the option to create a halftime section in one of those songs, which is a really great way to sort of break up those faster songs and give a moment of breath and rest before going back into the intensity. Should we do? Let's go to 222, the fastest of all these songs. If you hear any of the sort of transitions into the other grooves stuttering, then it's just because I wasn't clicking it in time. So that's my fault, not the grooves. Let's go to one of the slower ones, 136, and see what we've got here. So those 3 grooves there, it's another example of how well this groove pack has been put together. They could easily be put together to be like the intro of a song. So you could go, actually, weren't these the grooves that Goonsey chose? Yeah, so that's cool. He took a direct advantage of the way that Ali put this pack together and thought those all sound like a really cool intro build, and that's what he put together. And that's an exact example of how useful these packs can be. Just by listening through those grooves, you instantly have the structure and momentum for a really sick intro. And that's why these groove packs are so awesome. They just instantly spark creativity and inspiration for you to use, flourish, and go mad with. So there are just some of the examples of some of the grooves you can find in the MIDI pack. There's obviously a load we didn't touch, and a load more feels and subgenres of metal to discover in this pack. So if you want to pick it up, head over to getgooddrums.com and you can buy it there. As always, if you aren't a member of our Facebook forum, head over to www.facebook.com/groups/GGD forum, where we interact with you guys, share little tips and tricks, sneak peeks. And yeah, hope you're staying well, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.